Hello everyone who likes to put in the work. I am BorderWise and welcome back to From the Depths. And we're going to do a very silly thing today. Silly for multiple reasons. For one thing, I have too many series going on this channel as it is. I absolutely should not start another one, but I couldn't help myself because this is just kind of silly and fun and stupid. And something that can be done in bits and pieces over a long period of time, which suits me just fine. What this is I was chatting with one of my patrons on my Patreon Discord, which I have available at the lowest tier of $1 a month, hint hint, Skrull. And Skrull and I, well, Skrull suggested a kind of silly fun thing of just pitting the Bulwark against, well, it was initially every Grey Talons craft just to see which ones it can actually beat, and we expanded on that idea to be like, hang on, what if we pit the Bulwark, which I have a particular soft spot for, by the way, against pretty much every craft in Neater, and continually upgrade it until it can beat everything in Neater. Now, this is absolutely a long-term project. Don't expect to see many episodes of this back-to-back, and it's very stupid, but I like the Bulwark. It is, I have a soft spot for it, like I said, because it's probably one of the most Onyx Watchy of Onyx Watch craft. It is also one of the godly craft I am scared of the least, just because, well, it's, alright, so Onyx Watch crams are deliberately not optimized perfectly. Like, it's not really 3D Tetris from what I remember. Oh wait, it is 3D Tetris in here. Hallelujah. Just not incredibly good 3D Tetris, by the looks of it. No, it's actually decent 3D Tetris. It's got, I see 6-way connections in there. Yep, I see 6-way connections there. How about that? But it is triple cram. That is less ideal. That's not how cram works. Lots of smaller crams, deck crams, tiny little, kind of a steam engine in there. It's got one ammo compartment. It's got lots of little block spam things. It's got a pretty piddly LAM system. This LAM system is not going to win any awards, like, ever. 4Q LAMs as well, which means it does tend to waste a lot of energy. I think, yeah, that's, yeah, so it's, I guess, I don't know. It's like one of the weaker godly class designs, even when compared with other Onyx Watch designs. Just to be clear, the other Onyx Watch godly designs I'm generally more scared of because the Javelin and the Iron Cordon have scary missiles. The Trebuchet is a HE slinging menace, and the Stronghold is big and fat and takes forever to kill if you don't have the right weaponry. But the Bulwark, I usually don't panic if I see the Bulwark coming unless I don't have anything big enough to put a dent in it. But we're going to start with throwing this thing at Deepwater Guardcraft for, I don't know, just see what it can take on and what it can't. So, we're going to start off just like this, and we're going to see at what point she starts losing. And I was considering just like skipping straight ahead to the Godly Craft. That probably would be a sensible thing. So I think that is what we're going to do. We're going to go in order of cost. And let's see how well the Bulwark does against cost equivalent. I think the Flying Squirrels are going to absolutely destroy her, by the way. In fact, yeah, let's go with 1, 2, 3, 4. That's about cost equivalent for a Bulwark, which is about, yeah, that's about right. Repair tentacles are off. And immediately, what are we going to see here? We're going to see, have we done any damage whatsoever? The Bulwark does have decent flak shells and actually has managed to pop one Flying Squirrel. It's immediately taken a lot of damage because those are large missiles. Let's see. Because she's on the player team, she's not going to despawn like she would probably. But she is... We'll just wait until she gets to about, I don't know, 80% health and sinking. We can visually confirm that. And, yeah, it looks like... What's happening here? She lacks missile defense. She does not have enough missile defense to really make a dent in it, so I'm literally going to open up Notepad right here, and I'm going to type something is Bulwark Upgrade list. Number 1. Missile decoys / flares. Just to stop radar missile spam quite like this, I think it's a pretty safe bet that, yep, all of the AI guns have been taken out. Poor Bulwark can't even deal with flying squirrels. That is a shame, isn't it? Okay, so that's one fight. Not gone great for Wark. So now let's move right along. Let's move up to the Abactor, which I think 1, 2, 3. That's roughly equivalent. It's like 300, 450,000. Let's see how Wark does against this. This is the Wark is the nickname that I've just kind of come up with for the Bulwark. Let's see the Abactor. Let's see. Let's pause right before fun things happen. This fella, yes, Tronky Deepwater Guard design. I think the Bulwark could do considerably better here, although, if I recall correctly, the Bulwark does not really have torpedo defense at all. Nope. Does have torpedoes of her own, though, and that LAMS is really piddly. It cannot deal with any of this at all, and this simply will not do. Bulwark is meant to hold the line, damn it. So, immediately, we're going to let this play out, see if Wark can win. We're going to add another note here is torp defense of some kind, and I already have an idea of how to accomplish that. Torp defense, stronger LAMS, and also you will notice that the Bulwark is kind of steaming straight forward like a complete idiot. That is because in the broadside setting she's set to start broadsiding below 600 meters, and broadside minimum range is 400 meters. This is not good broadside settings. It's absolutely fine for a campaign craft, but this kind of close-in thing works great for things that can bum rush the enemy, like an airship. The Bulwark only moves about 15 meters per second, so this simply is not good enough. So we need better AI behavior and more speed. So we've already developing a nice list of things here. Fun thing about the Bulwark is that she can fire in all directions in quite a fun, hilarious way. Let's see, that Abactor is getting schmullied. So's that one, actually. Oh, look at that! 2 damaged. I can't believe I was talking smack on the cram Tetris of the Bulwark earlier. Those main crams are actually pretty decent. The deck crams, less good. It's actually, wow, the Bulwark is actually doing just fine here. Abactors, I think, are at a, maybe, let's double check their cost. I think they're pretty much spot on in terms of material equivalence. Bulwark isn't even sinking. By the way, the Bulwark's armor, I was mentioning she doesn't have great torp defense. She has lots of air gaps. So I think we're going to try and keep the air gaps as much as possible. She is sinking a smidge, which is awkward for her. Bear in mind, this is just the Deepwater Guard, and like, it's going to be kind of embarrassing if the Bulwark can't beat all of these guys. So let's go back here. How are you doing for cost? You're doing absolutely fine. Good girl. Alright, moving right along. Okay, ransack. And let's do same thing again. Let's do 3 of them. Always push your designs to their limit. Let's have a look here. Alright, Bulwark, shock me. It is pretty good, though, is that those early... I need to check how those cram shells are set up to be so accurate on the first volley. I think it might just be detection settings are set up correctly. But, yeah, wow, this is... yeah, the Abactor is not cram-proof. Also, those look like... Let's have a look here. What are these? Oh, yeah, these are... Alright, they're torpedo interceptors, so it looks like the torps on the Bulwark aren't really going to accomplish that much. Oh! Sea-Whiz, though. Was that AI dead? Oh, yep, that was. Alright, Bulwark is taking out her frustrations from not being able to counter flying squirrels. She's taking it out on these guys. blowing their pontoons off like crazy. Look at her go. I think those main crams have timed fuses as well, which is quite handy. Let's see, what are the ransacks throwing at her? Those are HE frag shells. Those aren't really going to do much. That explains a lot. HE large missiles. Yeah, that would do something, as the flying squirrels demonstrated. But yeah, nah. And splat. Oh look, a secondary cram shell actually did something. Oh, that is satisfying to watch. This video was a good idea. Well done, me and Scroll. Mostly Scroll. Yep. See, HE is really fun to use against Deepwater Guard designs because, you know, made of wood. Really fun. Alright, I think the initial round of Bulwark upgrades aren't really gonna be that extensive. It just needs to... Well, actually, no, we're not done yet with the Deepwater Guard. We kinda need to, Oh boy, are these two going to collide with each other? That will be really funny. Oh yes, it's funny. It is funny. Oh, you dumbasses. Yep, 2 damage, low health. Well, gotta be honest, I'm recording this because I didn't feel like doing anything else on my to-do list. That is what fun vids are for. Sometimes you've got to watch the Bulwark get blown up, or watch it blow something else up. How are you doing health-wise, girl? Hold on. Rambot! Don't you dare repair. That's cheating. Ah, yes, the soothing sound of cram cannons. I need to reinstall some of the cram sound mods that I had. Because I think they're good. I need to remember to do that. Alright. Come on, girl. Show. You've almost won. Show her what you got. How much health did you lose? You lost 8% health. Where did you lose your health? Mostly the deck, by the looks of it. Whoopsie daisy. Ah, you missed. You fool. You silly Billy. Oh, wait. You might be sinking. That's bad. Has the detection been taken out? Oh wow, these are... That's another thing that needs to change. These little secondary AA guns, they absolutely need to be upgraded. Better... Whoops. And there goes the last ransack for AA guns. We have a to-do list forming. Maybe this year's Krampus will just be an upgraded Bulwark. That'll be fun. Alright, you have a lot of holes blown in you, girl. And that's just not cricket. So now, let's do that again. But better! Alright. That was the ransack. Right, now we get on to interesting thing. Oh boy, I am... Interesting, we could do... Let's do 2 of them. That'll be a roughly 500k equivalent. Even though I think that, like, even 1v1 the Bulwark's gonna struggle against the Albacore, because it's a bouncy, swervy, front-siding airship. So my money is on these guys. Incidentally, I think the Albacores are kind of fish. Yep, I'm already seeing a barrel get snapped. Also, that's another thing that is definitely on the to-do list, is heavy barrels. Whee! Yep, this is not... Oh, hold on. Oh, don't... Oh, my God. You looks like you got too close, fool. Though the Bulwark is about to lose all of its guns and is in fact getting hit by glide bombs right now, which is tremendously unfortunate. Wow, the Albacore does not dodge as well as I thought it did. I mean, it dodges occasionally. So we got the Bulwark at 80% health, and the Albacores are still above 90. Yep, and dodging horribly. And the Albacore also has crams. Yep, and that looks very much like a very, very, very sad Bulwark. Yeah, look at that. Look how easily these AA guns get blown off. Is this godly material? Well, nope. I did make an upgraded version of the Bulwark, and in fact submitted it, but the Onyx Watch uses standardized cram turrets, which have a whole aesthetic going for them, so yeah. Honestly, one of the smarter things to do here would be to replace the deck crams with diff guns. Hold on, let's do that. Replace deck crams with something else. Diff missiles. I don't even know, man. We're breaking the rules. Why did I save that? I didn't need to. Oh, poor Bulwark. Poor Bulwark. That's oh, yep, that's about enough. Oh, look at you, poor girl. Oh, fought valiantly, but you got blown to pieces. Yeah, definitely gonna need a better lambs and more decoys and all that kind of stuff. Actual proper sewers, by the way. So, one other thing, better protection for AI guns. Make them sewers and also make them bigger, probably. Sewers and bigger. Ah, it's like planning stuff is fun. Actually doing it, that takes time and effort. Alright, let's do that again because that's fun. Alright. So, Albacore, that was an absolute slaughter. Loggerhead, we're gonna have to go with just 1v1. The Loggerhead is a submarine, so assuming, I think the Bulwark will take this one. It has a material advantage. And the Loggerhead kind of sits low in the water. So, oh, wait, nope. The Loggerhead also really suffers from alpha strikes. It's actually bouncing up and down in the water. It's kind of like an airship that likes to sit under the water a bit. Those are a lot of missiles. Lots and lots of missiles. Lots of big missiles that go kablooey. Actually want to see, are those crams going to hit? Not really. I see a distressing lack of torpedo defense from the... What the hell was this thing called? The Loggerhead. I was about to say the Leatherback, which is also a kind of turtle, but somehow I don't think the Loggerhead's gonna... Oh, it does kind of have torpedo defense, just not very good torpedo defense. That's gonna be painful. Yep. AI dead. Okay, so can confirm Bulwark torpedoes. Maybe more of those. Maybe more bigger torpedoes. Maybe switch more / bigger torps. Incidentally, goes without saying that any upgraded Bulwark we make is going to have to curb stomp the old one. Goes without saying. Also, I think I'm going to make a note here. Diff Seawers, because that's just oh so useful. Never leave home without it these days. Alright, how much damage do you take? You took 7% damage. Well done, girl. I believe you're doing very well. This is essentially a speed tournament for the Bulwark. Incidentally, for the Deepwater Guard, we're skipping ahead to the Godlies, but I think for other factions, we are going to go through, like, more of them. Maybe for the actual Onyx Watch, because there's a funky aircraft in here. We'll do cost equivalent with hard craft as well. Let's go Deepwater Guard. So, Loggerhead, pretty easy. Brigand. I'm not sure about this. Again, we're only going to spawn in one, because otherwise it'll be too much of a material advantage for the Brigand. It would not be fair. Let's see here. These crams... Okay, those crams whiff, but these crams are on target by the looks of it, mostly. Oh, that is a Seawiz. That is a big Seawiz. That was a big explosion, though. 6% health, there you go. Let's see how the very token lambs over on the Bulwark handles all these big missiles. This might shock you, it does not handle them very well. That little AI gun, however, is shooting at this this absolutely adorable gyrocopter right here. By the way, you might not know this about me, but I friggin' love gyroplanes. I don't know why, I just think they're so fun and so cool. And, this particular one is going to be avoiding the shots. Man, I just want to make friggin'... Screw the Bulwark. I'm going to turn the Bulwark into a gyrocopter. Just you wait. Just you wait. Oh, the Bulwark's going for the gull now, and has accidentally turned full broadside, which is actually really convenient. Oopsie daisy. Or is it? Alright, let's see how well... The Sea Whiz on this actually does really well, yep. So this is why having lots of less packed cram is worse than having one big one. Because anything with an area of effect, like flak Sea Whiz or missile interceptors, are just going to eat your entire volley. So, lots of cram shells, they can be okay against lambs if they have enough individual health. Against Sea Whiz and interceptors, they're really bad. I don't see the Bulwark surviving this, because these are big missiles. How dishonorable to throw big missiles at a target. Like, much... Really not like a... What the... Did that run out of fuel? It did! What the hell? The gull is actually being a wonderful distracting target there. Whee! And, yep. Not much damage done. It's done, like, millions of HE damage, though. That's impressive. This is a pretty even fight, which is bad news for the Bulwark, because it is more expensive than... What the hell did I call that thing? The Brigand. Why do I not remember names? Why am I bad at names? I think the Bulwark's pissed, though. She's coming in... Oh. Oh, my goodness. Alright, the Sea Whiz apparently ran out of Sea Whiz. That is... Yep. The Bulwark decided to stop playing around and has committed murder. Murder on the high seas, and has lost 14% health. But the great thing about the Bulwark... And just ships does... Actually, I know where that health went now. Bloody hell, all of those secondary guns got blown clean off. This is one of the reasons why deck guns aren't great. They're difficult to protect. You gotta make them as small as possible, and if you don't want them to get hit easily, and these are not small. Also, look at the armor on these. By the way, I am not crapping on the people who have worked on the Bulwark. Everything that is not optimized on this is, like, you could assume it's on purpose because it's an Onyx Watchcraft. It is meant to be one of the easier factions. But we're having fun here. We're giving the Bulwark... We're taking the Bulwark on a merry trip through Nita. Alright, so the Brigand... That didn't go so well. The Crossbones, I already know for a fact, is going to curb stomp the Bulwark. So, yeah. Whee! Because the Crossbones has lovely big crams that can get through. Yep, look at that. Just immediately crippled that turret. And they're not even really... I do not believe the Crossbones has hardener pellets in there, so that's brute force HE and frag. Let's see, Crossbones down 1% health, Bulwark down 3% health. This is one of the things that bugs me. I see these two as kind of rivals, and quite frankly, the Crossbones is a way scarier craft than the Bulwark ever was. Partially because its broadside is better. You'll see it's turned broadside properly. Start broadside below 1650 meters, and it just does its broadside better. It's set up more correctly. The Bulwark, not set up quite so well. So that's... Again, need to set that up quickly. Deacon's hell. You forget, like, it's easy to forget that even cram shells that don't have any hardener pellets and aren't actually, like, they're not, like, you know, armor-penetrating crams, they still bloody hurt. They can just brute force their way through stuff. The Crossbones is a very well put-together ship. Definitely one of the scarier Deepwater Guard craft. Like I said, I'm more scared of the Crossbones than I am of the Bulwark, and that just doesn't make sense, does it? That's just rude. Poor Bulwark sailing straight at the enemy, and just getting absolutely clobbered. Oh, poor girl. Poor girl. Although the Crossbones doesn't have any torpedo defense, and that's why it's losing health. Probably not for long, though, because the Bulwark does fire... Yeah, no more torpedoes from the Bulwark. You'll see this is where the torpedo tubes used to be. They are not there anymore. They are gone. Yeah, this is like... Yeah, Crossbones, cross the T. The moment that gun stops firing, I'm calling it right here. I can't bear to see my baby die. She's not even my baby. Wow, 69% health. Yep, and that's not disabled. Okay. I think one more volley is going to be curtains for our friend here. Oh no. Oh no. Poor Bulwark. This is partially the reason why I'm not a fan of broadsiding craft, which have, like, guns duct taped on the side, which only can fire on one side of the craft. Big waste of blocks and materials as far as I'm concerned. But what to replace them with? I think vertical launched missiles. Mortars, not so much, because we actually want this thing to win. Mortars are very, very niche. Oh, poor girl. Okay, I've seen enough. Oh, poor Bulwark. Poor Bulwark. Right, so Bulwark getting absolutely clobbered by godlies from the supposedly easier faction. I do wonder if anyone's working on the Bulwark right now. If you're working on the Bulwark to make it more godly than it is, please let me know. That would be fun to see. Like I said, soft spot for this thing. It's a fun craft. Okay. Alright. Final countdown. You're going to die. Yeah, this is, we already knew how this one would end. The Tarpon laughs in the face of cram cannon. So, I'm gonna make a note here that we need to stick a giant-ass laser on the Bulwark, because that is, one of the best ways to deal with the Tarpon is just a big honking laser. Is big anti-Tarpon laser. Actually, I was trying to come up with, like, fun nicknames for, like, the scarier craft of the Nita campaign, and, like, the Tarpon, I'm going to refer to her now on as Tarpaulin. Because she just kind of, she smothers you like a tarpaulin. Oh, poor Bulwark. Really. Maybe I should replace, like, all of the guns with, like, big-ass lasers. That'd be fun. Maybe. Or not, I don't know. You should really, like, swap out, like, all of the main guns for, like, plasma turrets or something. That would age well. Or maybe big squash guns. Nah, I think I have a rule here is that I've got to try and use cram with this girl as long as possible, because that would be good. Let's have a look. This is one of the fun things about Onyx Watchcraft is that there's so much empty space, even right in the inner citadel, that, like, you know, there's a lot of room for fun and activities and upgrades. Yeah, the Tarpon hasn't even lost 1% health yet. Oh, this breakdancing bastard. Oh, no. Yep, so we got work to do. Poor Bulwark needs some serious upgrades, and that'll be the next episode of this, assuming I ever get around to it. I hope so. If you do want to see this continued, and see a version of the Bulwark that can curb stomp the Tarpon, goodness knows I've got my work cut out for me. I've got to build an anti-pyrecraft as well. I guess that'll be it, just like in the long run, so to speak. I just need to keep it below 1.4 million materials. So yeah, if you want to see the Bulwark get revenge on everything that beats the crap out of her, well, do let me know. And thank you all so much for watching. Please follow. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Support me on Patreon. Or YouTube membership if you like. It really helps, and there's fun perks in it for you. Like the aforementioned lowest tier $1 a month, you get to hang out with me and Skrull and everyone else in the Patreon Discord, and it's a good time in there. We get to talk smack on godly craft that we're secretly scared of. And do follow me on Twitch, and follow my other channels, BorderRRR and Border Art. It's a good time over there. Oh yeah, I have a Blue Sky now. Follow me on there as well. Blue Sky is a much cooler vibe than other social media, at the moment anyway, so get in there while it's good. Alright, thank you all so much. I will see you next time in From the Depths. Farewell.